Hi guys, and welcome back to another kind of update vid. So this one's going to be the kind of February update vid. So I just want to welcome all the kind of new subscribers that I've had. I'm now up to 3,800, which is absolutely insane. I was on 2,000 at the beginning of January, and I was expecting to get maybe 1,000 subs. That was my kind of goal. So I'm almost double that, which is just absolutely insane. So I want to welcome all you guys kind of to the channel. And just kind of what this kind of vid is, which is just kind of an update vid to say kind of what's happened in January and what's going to be coming up as well, those kind of things, any new developments and all those kind of type of stuff. And also this is a really good place where you can actually post comments and just ask me general questions about the channel, not specific ones about videos, but just general questions that I can actually get back to you. So I'm still working through that massive tutorial list. I'll put an updated list in the description of this video. But yeah, I'm still getting through that. It's going to take ages to actually get through that. It is a massive list, and there's a lot of builds that I actually need to kind of get through. So I'm just working my way through those as and when I can. Some of the ones are quite big, so they're going to take me a couple of weeks rather than I'll just do it straight away. So if you guys do post comments saying like, for example, the Airbus, I keep getting asked, when's that going to come out? Basically, when I can do it. That's all I can really say. I can't give you a rough date. I work a lot, so I really have to work it around when I have kind of days off where I can actually work on it. And if I don't have enough time on that day off, I won't be able to do it, and I'll do a smaller build instead. So I have to kind of do it that way instead of just doing it. I just don't have the time. So they'll be out. If you do kind of post comments saying when's this coming out, I'm just going to start ignoring them now, just because I keep on getting loads of them and I just can't give an answer. My answer is pretty much the next few months, so that's all it's going to be. So it's going to be out in the next few months. That's all I can say with the entire list that's down at the bottom. The only one that I can really say when I want it to be out is the H44, the massive battleship. I'm aiming for mid-March with that one. I've taken a couple of days off work coming up in February to actually record that, and I'm hoping that that's going to be enough. I've got 4 days off for that, but I've already recorded layer 1 of that, and that's taken me about 45 minutes. So you guys will obviously get the condensed version, but for me, of course, it takes a long time for me to learn what to put in that layer, to set it out in a kind of really nice way, make sure that everything's clear. If I make a mistake, I have to go back and change it all as well, and I also have to check that layer, because if I do make a mistake, say on layer number 2, and it's going to affect the entire build, so I have to make sure that it's all kind of laid out nice and simple for you guys to understand, especially with a build as big as the H44. So mid-March, mid to end of the March, that's when it's going to be kind of aiming for, which is also when we kind of get the Xbox One version, and also I believe the PS4 version of Minecraft's coming out. I've also heard from the kind of one of the subscribers that you guys on the console versions are going to be getting the quartz blocks, which will be really cool. That'll help you quite a lot out with my builds. And if you guys can keep on telling me when you do get certain blocks and the blocks that you're missing as well, so I can incorporate those into my builds. The more blocks that you guys get, the more I can I don't have to give you alternatives and things like that. I do always try and give you guys on the console alternatives, for example, quartz slabs, which there's other stone slabs. It looks absolutely fine, and that's kind of what I was using before we got quartz anyway. So if you guys just keep on telling me when you get those updates, and also what you don't have as well, because it's quite difficult for me not having a console and not having the console version to actually find out. It's always a lot of rubbish on the actual internet, and it's a lot of out of date kind of stuff. So the Decorages, let's talk about the Decorages for a bit. So they're going really well. I'm really enjoying actually doing the episodes. I'm not getting as much support as I thought I would on those. I'm still getting around 1,000 views per video, which is quite good. But I would obviously like more of those. There is going to be a slight break after episode 5. What I'm going to do is just going to do it in sets of 5 episodes every week. That'll be like an episode. There'll be 5 of those in total, and then I'm going to take a week break, or maybe 2 weeks break. I'm not sure. But it's probably going to be 5 episodes and then break. And the reason I'm going to be doing the break for this one is actually because I'm going to start on the castle. I'm going to do an extended, kind of longer episode which will probably just be a 2-week episode, but in the future it'll probably just be that kind of system, so it'll be 5 episodes, then a week off, then 5 episodes. But in that actual week off, there will be other stuff to do with the medieval stuff. This will probably be a tour type thing of one of my older worlds. It'll just me going around talking about the kind of builds that I've done previously, what I've actually changed, and ideas and things like that of my older builds, and it'll be quite good for me as well to look at my older stuff and actually go back and actually go, actually that's quite good, and then incorporate it in the Decorages as well. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing that this month as well. Only a few days ago, the Decorages server, not the Hunger Games server, but just a kind of one you can just join and kind of look around, because I've had a lot of kind of requests for actually a download. So instead of actually having the download, I've just decided to put it up on a server. It's going to be easier. The reason I haven't got a download of the map is because then I'd have to update the links in every single the Decorages episode. So that would be an absolute nightmare to keep on going back. Whereas if I just have a server IP, yeah, it's the same server IP. I'll just update the map every week after the Decorages server. But that is a 24/7 server. You can just go on there. You can just look around at the minute. You can't do any building or anything like that. The reason you can't do any building is because of griefing. I don't want to get the world griefed. I don't record on the world. The main reason being that otherwise I'd have loads of people flying around while I'm recording. That will probably change when we get the 1.8 update and also all the mods, because there is a spectator mode that's going in. So I will actually be able to do basically the Decorages. I'll record that and you guys can actually watch me do that in real time. It'll be a lot slower. Instead of having a 10-minute episode of what I built, you'll probably be sat there for about 3 hours. But if you guys are actually interested in that, then you can do that. I won't be answering comments or anything like that while recording those. I'll literally just hide the bar and I won't be able to see it, so I won't be able to see any comments or anything like that. But I'm quite looking forward to that. Obviously I'll have to actually wait for the actual mods to update. The mods that I use, like Shaders mod, that one I always use for every single video that I do in Minecraft. Also the Camera Studio mod as well, that's my big one, and Optifine. Those are the 3 mods that I actually use the most. Obviously stuff like single player commands to get world edit, I'm always using that as well. Not too much in the Decorages at the minute, but a lot of the usually I use it a load. So those are the kind of mods that I always have to wait for. The Shaders mod and Camera Studio mod, and obviously Optifine. I won't basically update my Minecraft until then. And I'm still on 1.6.4. I need to upgrade to 1.7 to get to use those kind of new blocks and things like that. So that's kind of where the Decorages server is going to be. It's just going to be updated every week after the Decorages episode is there, so you can go wandering around. There isn't any interiors yet. Well, there's 1 interior or 2, I think. I'm basically working through those as I can. Just want to get some time off, but it's mainly just the exteriors that I've been working on with the episode, because doing interiors as a time-lapse just is really weird. I tried doing it on one of them. It doesn't quite work because you have to set up the camera for, usually it's about, for example, 30 seconds or so. That'll be about 20 minutes of recording, I think it is. It's something like that, or 15 minutes, or something. There might be 15 minutes for 30 seconds of recording, so I have to kind of set up in future and see where I'm actually planning on building, and with interiors. By the time that I've actually, the camera's even started to move, I've already finished the build, so you literally get like a second. So that's why I haven't done that, and I've just kind of left them out for a later date. But when the Hunger Games server does come out, there's going to be full interiors. I've actually got a couple of videos of me designing them. It's just basically kind of like the standard Let's Play when you're actually building along. I've actually got those, as well as giving you guys ideas, and I only do that for the stuff like, there's a small house one, there's going to be one for the inn, and there's one for a chapel, just so you get a couple of ideas, and I give you guys a couple of ideas of how to actually do the interiors on those styles, so it'll be more of a general kind of thing. I'll be doing a big house as well. I'll be doing the interior stuff for that, so it gives you guys ideas. So they're not really tutorials, they're more of idea videos. I'm not sure whether they're going to be up, but sometime. So Thursday videos. Currently what I've got is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays I've got Dakr, which is my survival series using Feed the Beast Unleashed mod pack, which is really awesome. I'm probably going to be adding to that mod pack later with my own mods. Well, not my own mods that I've made, but adding extra mods into it. But it really does depend on kind of how far I go with the series. I want to keep on going with it because it's quite enjoyable and it's a little bit different for me as well. It's a bit of a different kind of episode and things like that. Thursdays I was planning on doing another Let's Play. I tried doing Saints Row 4. Didn't go as well. It hasn't gone down that well at all. So what I'm going to do instead, I've kind of decided to actually go with basically doing like a Thursday with you guys. I'm going to do some like videos with the subscribers, stuff like going on Hunger Games servers. What I'll probably do is, well, I've now got Twitter and Facebook. I'm going to be tweeting about that. So I'll literally say like within an hour, I'll say like at this time, and it'll be in GMT because I'm in the UK. So you'll have to kind of convert it to your own time zones. But I'll basically say like in 1 hour, I'm going to be on this server, or add me on Skype. I do have a Skype which is just Lord Dakr as well. You can add me on that as long as you don't call me on that. Main reason is because I'm probably recording, and I usually do some recording and then I'll go onto Skype and I'll chat to you guys and I'll go back into recording. So if you call me on it, I'll just block you because it'll interrupt my recording kind of session. So if you just use the kind of typing, that's absolutely cool. But yeah, so I really want to start getting that done, and it'll literally be kind of short notice. So you guys in America might miss out because the time difference is quite large. Most people in Europe, you guys will actually be able to kind of jump on. I mean, you guys in America might still be able to do it. Depends if I do it in the evening or not. But again, that'll be just kind of when I can actually do it. But that'll be quite cool. If you guys have ideas for the servers that I should join on those and kind of play and do stuff like Hunger Games, I'll probably do it in a group of 4, so me and 3 of the subs. You have to have Skype. You have to be able to talk on it if you want to kind of join in. Just because it makes it more entertaining and things like that. So yeah, that's going to be quite interesting. I'm going to be quite interested to see where that's going to be going. Other stuff as well. I'm going to be doing a lot more. It might not just be the Minecraft stuff on that Thursday. It might be other stuff. But it really does depend on what you guys are kind of into as well. Stuff that I do play is stuff like Battlefield as well. So I've been playing Battlefield 4. That's a really cool game. So you can add me on that as well. Again, that'll be I'll probably do a Skype, but that'll be a couple of hours because you have to kind of, with Battlefield, you have to do the kind of best bits of it, otherwise it can be quite boring. But yeah, so Twitter is going to be my main kind of thing for just kind of sneak peeks and stuff. I do put up screenshots on my Twitter of, for example, the Decorages, and when I do promo videos again, when I start doing those again after I go for the tutorial list, there's going to be kind of like a sneak peek of what's coming up, in like 5 days or something like that. That's what I'm going to use my Twitter for. I'm not tweeting any of my tutorials on there. It's literally a kind of extra bit and kind of like almost a behind the scenes type thing, and also what I'm going to be using to actually get a hold of you guys and see who wants to actually do some Hunger Games stuff or do some map type stuff and be in a video as well. I'll actually put a name up in the videos, so if you want to do that, then you can follow me on Twitter. I've also got the Facebook, Lord Dakr as well. That one I'm going to be mainly using for you guys to actually post pictures and stuff like that. So if you guys have builds you want me to look at, just post them to my Facebook page and I'll actually look at them and I'll give you a comment back. I want the Facebook to be more of a kind of social thing so that you guys can actually come in and give feedback on other people's builds and things like that. I'll also be on there giving people kind of feedback and things like that. And again, there'll be a couple of sneak pictures as well going up on that. And also, I actually use that for asking things like inspiration. That's what I'm going to be doing as well. I keep on getting requests to jump onto servers. I just can't at the minute. I get around 40 to 50 a week requests to go onto servers, just have a look around or to build on servers. The only way that I can be fair with this is just by saying no to all, unfortunately. The reason being that I actually say no to all of them is because otherwise, say if I said yes to one person, then another person said, well, you went on that person's server, why didn't you go on mine? And I don't have enough time to go on 50 servers a week with work and also with recording YouTube stuff, which is why I've kind of set up the Facebook page, and already some of you guys have actually found it somehow. You guys have found it. So that's going to be the kind of thing if you want to show me stuff. send it to my Facebook page, post it on my wall, and I'll have a proper look at it. But that's pretty much it for it. We're just going to keep on rolling along. January was quite good. We still had a ton of videos coming out in January. Another kind of minor change to the channel, I guess, is just the kind of schedule. Just Monday, Wednesday and Friday, those are going to be small tutorial days, and there's just going to be, because I've got a lot of subs asking for different things, I'm going to have to split up evenly. Some guys have said, you know, more Star Wars stuff or more modern planes. I don't want to see the Star Wars stuff or whatever. I'm just going to do it fairly and just do, like, basically one of those days will be a Star Wars or sci-fi build. It might not be Star Wars, it might be something else. Stuff like Warhammer I'd still count as kind of sci-fi stuff. There's also going to be a modern build. That would be a modern plane, a vehicle, something like that, helicopter, whatever. Those kind of small ones. And then the other one is going to be from the Decorages, so you're also going to have a medieval. That's how I'm going to do it, and that's how I'm going to kind of distribute it. I've still got tons and tons of requests coming through from you guys, to the point where I've got about 4 a day now. So if you don't see the build that you've requested in a while, it's just because it's on this list of doom. I've actually got a spreadsheet for it. I used to do it in notes on paper. It's impossible now to do that. So I've literally got a spreadsheet of what I've done, so I can quickly search to see if it's been requested before. If it has, it gets bumped up on priority. So if something gets requested a lot, for example the USS Arizona, which came out last month, that got requested about 22 times. I just had that on a list, and it basically popped up on that list higher, which is why that got first. So the stuff that is kind of requested a lot will come up. Obviously I'm not going to be building until this tutorial list is done, but the major ones that are going to be coming up in the next kind of 6 months, for example, there is definitely going to be a jackdaw from Assassin's Creed 4. I've actually been playing that game. I actually bought the game just to have a look at the ship, and the ship combat on that is absolutely amazing as the game actually goes. So there's definitely going to be a jackdaw 100%. I'm still not sure how I'm going to do the upgrade part of it. Possibly in a part 2. I might just do the basic kind of ship and then just do a part 2 with variations on it, like the RAM and things like that. But yeah, that's definitely going to be coming up. There is going to be more sailing ships. There is going to be HMS Hood. That's definitely one I want to get built within the next 6 months. Even if I'm still going through the tutorial list, I want to build that and get that tutorial out whenever I finish building it or whenever I start building it. But HMS Hood, definitely. So jackdaw, HMS Hood, and obviously you guys have also got a load of big planes as well. Gonna get through those as well. There isn't any particular of the planes that I'm kind of pushing to the top of the list, but it is pretty much jackdaw and HMS Hood. And there's probably going to be a couple more battleships, destroyers, things like that, all of those kind of things, aircraft carrier as well. There'll be a couple new things like that, but that's pretty much it for my February kind of update video. So if you guys have any questions that you want to ask, or anything pretty much in general that you want to put in the comment section below, just post it. It doesn't matter how stupid the question kind of seems, just basically post it in the comment section below, just asking me general questions about what I'm going to be doing with the channel or whatever like that, or anything that I've actually missed, because I've probably missed some stuff in this update video. I'm going on 19 minutes now, it looks like. So yeah, just post that in the comment section below. Make sure that you comment, like and subscribe, and we are going to see what's going to be happening in the next few months. It's going to be still really busy. There's going to be a lot of the Decorages stuff coming up. There's also going to be a lot of the kind of big tutorials coming up, lots of planes. Hopefully February is going to actually have the Airbus A380 in. Want to get that one out as well. Apart from that, it's just going to be kind of what I can upload, but there will be constant content coming out. So make sure you comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.